Welcome to the Create Your Empowered Self podcast. This how-to podcast is focused on empowering you to live your best life by incorporating the principles of the law of attraction, NLP, meditation, and other spiritual teachings. I'm Jeannie Hall, a certified NLP practitioner and creative empowerment coach. Let's get you empowered. Hello and welcome to the Create Your Empowered Self podcast. This is episode 39, Know Your Why. So I am author and creative empowerment coach Jeannie Hall, and today I'm talking pretty specifically to people who create, and writers especially. But even if you're not a writer or a creative, I think there's value in figuring out your own why as to why you create the life that you have and why you do what you do. So one of the reasons most people who create feel the need to create in the first place is because they have a why. They know that they want to create, and that is their why. They need to create. And if you're a writer, you may feel compelled to be a storyteller, to go out and tell your own story or to tell the stories of your characters. It may be how you express yourself, how you like to be seen in the world. You may get to make something out of nothing, and being able to do that feels really great. It feels magical even. So when you tell your story, you also pour a lot of yourself into it. Your characters are probably similar to someone you know or would like to know, or maybe even a little like yourself. Or in the case of a villain, maybe there's someone you'd like to get revenge on or see get justice. Your settings and your world likely come from your life experience, places where you've lived or visited. You may have something happen in your story that actually did happen to you or someone you know. So why do we do this? Why do we create in this way? It may be that you write about a character who is strong and stands up for people because you personally were subjected to bullying. You may recreate a specific room or building because it reminds you of your grandma's house when you were little. The villain in your novel may be eerily similar to an abusive adult in your life, or a teacher who hated you, or even an old ex. Telling stories is sometimes our way of working out pain in our lives. It's an attempt, even if we don't realize it, at catharsis and healing. Or maybe your writing goes off on a different tangent. Maybe yours is all about escapism and fun. Maybe your characters travel to wild and uncharted places, having one crazy adventure after another. Why? Well, it could just be that you consider that kind of writing to be fun, that kind of imagining to be fun. But it may also be that you aren't enjoying your real life as much as you'd like to. Maybe writing or creating these ideas in your mind about adventures is the only way you can feel like you'll ever get to actually have that adventure. The only way you'll get to travel. The only way you'll actually do it. Maybe you believe living that kind of life for real is impossible for you. So herein lies the deeper question. Why do you write? Why do you imagine? Why do you dream? Why do you create? Even if you're not a writer, you are the creator of your own experience, of your own life. So what have you created in your life so far? And why have you created it? Or do you feel like you aren't creating anything? Do you feel stuck, uninspired, unhappy, unsatisfied? We are all natural creators, but if we feel like we're not, if we feel like we can't create for some reason, everything becomes difficult and starts to feel out of our control. And again, it all comes back to that why. Often we create because we like to. We like how we feel when we create, and everything is flowing along easily. We like the safety and security of controlling our characters and what happens to them. We like that we can make the bad guys lose and the good guys win. It feels good. It may even give us hope. If we can create a world in a story, whether it's a book, a play, a TV show, a movie, a painting, anything, where everything always works out in the best possible way imaginable, then why wouldn't we create that? We like feeling happy. We like justice and fair play. We like it when star-crossed lovers meet and fall in love. We like it when a horrible challenge rears its ugly head so the hero or heroine, or both of them, can still triumph and kick its ass. We love that. When we focus on creating a world we'd like to live in, that usually means others like it too. They become inspired by our version of the world. They receive joy from reading it or seeing it or hearing about it, just like you receive joy in writing or creating it. So if you've been struggling to write, to solve a plot problem, or to figure out your missing beginning, middle, or end, think back. Think back to the time when you wrote for the sheer joy of it, just for the hell of it. Or maybe like me, remember how good it felt to exercise your own personal demons by getting them out in your story. Through creating something that didn't exist before you created it. Your life is the very same. You create it day by day, decision by decision. So decide, what is your why? Really think about it. Clarity about creating and clarity in your life is a very powerful thing. Understanding your reason why will help you create more of what you want going forward. So share with me, what's your why? I'd love to hear in the comments. And also, if you are a writer or an author or any kind of creative, and you're someone who has been struggling with being creative, or maybe you want to be a writer but you can't seem to get started, please consider joining me in a new Facebook group I just created. It's called Empowerment for Writers and Creatives, and it's all about support, inspiration, strategies, and tools to help you get to where you want to be as a creative person. So if that's something that would interest you, I'm going to put a link in the description. Feel free to, I have 3 questions you'll need to answer in order to get to the group. It is a closed group. But go ahead and do that and join us in that group, and I think it would be of great benefit for you. Also, if you'd like to work with me one-on-one as your coach, I would love to see if we would be a good fit. I have lots of different packages, especially with writers in mind. I have a 6-week rejuvenation for writers package. I also have a spiritual empowerment package that's 6-week long, and each one of those has weekly support calls, so an hour along each week, that you would spend one-on-one speaking to me directly. There's also always 24-hour email support. There's extra videos, worksheets, workbooks, and lots of good stuff to help you reach your goals and work through any problems you may be having. And starting very soon, keep keep looking at my coaching page for this. I am also opening up a 6-month package, which is all about helping you receive the results you're really looking for. And that one is a pretty intense work with processes and strategies and tools to get you to where you want to be in your life, whether you're a writer or whether you just need help in general and you're not seeing results in your life like you would like to. That 6-month package will be opening soon on my website, so check that out. And as always, have an empowered day, week, month, and year. Bye-bye. So much for listening to the Create Your Empowered Self podcast. If you've enjoyed this content or found it helpful, please let me know by leaving a review. I upload podcasts every Wednesday and Saturday, so subscribe to receive these regular updates. Now, go out there and live a more empowered life.